goes a long, long way. And I wanted to ask you, because we have some people that are like, oh, I'm just going to do it myself. Can you share some of the biggest DIY painters' mistakes? Hopefully, people can avoid these.
But when people go into Home Depot and they see all the little products and knickknacks that they can buy that they think is going to make the job go faster, I think don't buy any of those. All you need is a brush and a bucket and a roller and a roll of tape, and you can figure it out and go from there. Don't waste your money on any of these, flashy products that you see. Just keep it simple and work your way through it.
Like the edgers with the wheels, and then the wheels getting the paint, and now you're painting on the ceiling. Awful.
Exactly. Yes. Most of them are a waste of money. All you really need is a brush.
And here's the thing, and I have the hardest time like with this conversation with my clients, but I tell them if you're doing it yourself, it will look do it yourself. You ever go into places where people have spent considerable amount of money doing it themselves just to have to call you in to fix it?
Yes, that happens a lot. A lot of times people will get halfway through it and they'll call us and say, this was a bigger project than I thought it would be, and we come in and we fix it. There's a lot that goes into painting even one room, and to make it look perfect, you have to know how to caulk, the right type of filler, the right type of patching, the right materials to use. And if you don't, it's once you know all that, it's a sort of a simple process. But if you're going into it knowing nothing, it can get complicated pretty quickly, and you can not get the result that you're looking for.
What would you say would be the best way to save money on an interior painting project?
So if you're someone who's looking to purchase a home or is looking to sell their home, I think scheduling the painting when ideally when it's unfurnished, and possibly if you're not in the home anymore. So when a home is unfurnished and there's no one living in the home, it's much easier to paint efficiently. So this
Yeah.
doesn't always happen, and it's perfectly fine for people to paint while you're living in the home. But if possible, to paint before you move in, or to paint sort of right before you're moving out is probably the best way, because it just becomes more efficient without having to accommodate for keeping your home cleanly and lived in.
When do you use a paint sprayer for residential projects? I mean, do you bring like, I've seen these in action. I've seen them inside houses, but if somebody has a fully furnished house, are you bringing paint sprayers in, or you guys do rollers or what?
If it's fully furnished, most of the time we're doing brush and roll on all the surfaces. The exception for that is cabinets. So when we refinish cabinets, those are always sprayed, but we set up sort of a we use zip walls, which are plastic walls, which we sort of separate the kitchen from the rest of the home, and we spray. But if it's fully furnished, then it's just it's just sort of impractical to make it safe and clean for the person who's living in it to use a sprayer.